You know when people do bad stuff and it comes around to bite them in the butt? Ooh, man, is that satisfying. A lot of people call this karma. It's the idea of what goes around comes around. And while this happens all the time, there have been some documented instances that were especially satisfying. Allow me to tell you exactly what those are. Here are 10 times karma came for awful people. Number 10 is hockey karma. On January 26, 2001, an NHL hockey game between the Chicago Blackhawks and Colorado Avalanche was going down that would bring about one of the biggest coincidences or acts of karma the sport would ever see. Chicago player Steve Sullivan took a high stick to the face midway through the second period and was skating off to the bench when an Avalanche fan began taunting him from the stands, pointing at the bloody injury and laughing. But Sullivan got revenge after scoring 2 goals against the arrogant fans' team, but karma wasn't done striking yet. As Avalanche goalie Patrick Waugh tried to ice the puck, it skipped over the glass and struck none other than the taunting man himself, cutting his head. Hey, you stupid idiot, you got hit in the face. Oh my God. Sullivan took the opportunity to skate over and point out the injury, getting a thumbs up from the jerk's own wife. Number 9 is hydrant parking. On April 9, 2014, firefighters responded to a blaze in East Boston, Massachusetts that threatened a number of homes. Upon arriving, they discovered that the nearest fire hydrant was blocked by an illegally parked car. The vehicle was a BMW which an unidentified man had parked there, ignoring the bright yellow fire hydrant so that he could get a good spot. So, as they often need to do, the firefighters took axes to the car, smashing both the driver's side and passenger front windows and feeding the large hose literally through the vehicle. Then, with the help of bystanders, the BMW was pushed and bounced away from the curb to ensure that there were no kinks in the hose, leaving a large dent in the side. When the owner returned, he found 2 smashed windows, a huge dent, and a fine for $100. La la la, just walking back to my BMW. Oh my God. It's not my car. Number 8 is raining on Republicans. In early August of 2008, Stuart Shepard, an evangelist and former pastor, released a video in which he called on other evangelicals to pray to God for a torrential downpour to ruin the then Senator Barack Obama's accepting of the Democratic nomination at the party's national convention. It was a move he later played off as light and humorous, but also one that would make him laughed at for quite a while. Pastors should know better than to call on God to hurt others, and it appears as if the big guy upstairs wanted to drive that idea home. On September 1st, 2008, the first day of the Republican convention, the side Shepard supported in St. Paul, Minnesota, Hurricane Gustav struck. The rain was so bad that many of the speakers canceled. Meanwhile, Obama accepted the nomination under blue skies. Okay, everybody, pray that it rains. Oh God. Number 7 is a hit and run with plate. Whether it's because they don't have insurance or simply because they're terrified of the consequences, sometimes people abandon the traffic accidents that they're responsible for. But if you're one of those awful people, here's a little tip for you. Make sure your entire car leaves the scene with you. On September 10th, 2017, 43-year-old Arturo Limas was driving while heavily intoxicated along a road in Hanford, a town in Kings County, California, when he slammed into a man on a bicycle. Realizing what he'd done, he panicked and sped off, leaving a man with a badly injured leg and a completely destroyed bike. When the police arrived, they found among the debris at the scene his car's bumper, complete with a license plate. They arrested him shortly after, though the man was so drunk he could barely get out of his car. Was I drinking and drunk? No, I was drinking water. Number 6 is stop sign thief gets in an accident. In a tale that would be hilarious if it didn't end so tragically, sometimes really bad things happen to bad people. When you're a teenager, sometimes you can overlook future consequences as you're too in the moment to really care. But when you're a heartless teenager who holds themselves above everyone, you can forget about the potentially fatal and immediate consequences that your actions have. For an example, look no further than 19-year-old Tyler A. Myers, who decided that stealing a stop sign on the streets of his hometown in Norwalk, Ohio was worth the risk to drivers' lives as it looked super dope on his bedroom wall. But in a twist of fate that proves the value of such signs, Myers drove through one a few nights later and collided with a truck. Number 5 is a thief leaves a wallet behind. In early December of 2013, 22-year-old Ryan Keegan decided to go on a little crime spree and started breaking into cars in the small neighborhood of Naples, Florida. Getting away with a small amount of cash, the man got home only to find he had nowhere to put it as his wallet was missing. Oh, look at this haul, baby. Let's put it in my wallet. Oh my god. Somehow, in the process of stealing change and other small items from one of the vehicles, Keegan's wallet had slipped from his pocket. While reporting the break-in, the car's owner found it, complete with the thief's ID, who turned it into police, who quickly arrested him. Another victim claims she found some of Keegan's clothes and his iPod in her car. Now, most thieves leave no evidence behind, but Keegan? Oh, he does the police's job for them, you know, with a little help from karma. Number 4 is internet troll gets trolled. Anyone who spent a little time on the internet, specifically anywhere with a comment section, knows the handiwork of the elusive internet troll. You're bald and I don't like your teeth. These people live to make your day even worse than it already might be. One such troll was username Nimrod Severin, whose depravity included going onto the profiles or memorial pages of people who had recently died and posting racist, horrible things to the loved ones to see. BBC reporter Declan Lawn tracked Nimrod down, revealing his real name to be Darren Burton. When confronted, Burton announced that he didn't care and Facebook was an open platform, but after the story was published, the troll was verbally attacked and threatened so much that he and his family packed up and had to move. Yeah, that's right, this could happen to you. Troll in the comment section. I see you leaving those things. Oh yeah, they're coming for you. Number 3 is breaking into the wrong house. On August 19, 2008, 72-year-old Frank Cordy was in his home in Botley, Oxford, England, with his wife Margaret, when all of a sudden, 23-year-old Gregory McCallum burst into the house. McCallum was drunk and looking to rob the place, but when he found the elderly couple there, he quickly pulled out a knife. Yeah, because that's what you do with old people, they're such a threat. But actually, this old man was, because reacting swiftly, Frank dodged the knife and proceeded to punch the young man twice in the face. Oh, you little piece of... Now you might be thinking, well, Cordy probably didn't do that much damage, but what McCallum didn't realize was that he'd broken into the home of a retired boxer. The blows knocked the younger man to the ground, and he received a swollen lip and a black eye for his bad decision. Cordy restrained him until police arrived and arrested him. Possibly the best part is that during the sentence hearing, the judge told McCallum he got exactly what he deserved. Honestly, I'm not surprised. You ever hear of old man strength? Oh, it's a thing. Number 2 is the Turkey accidental rainbow. On June 28, 2015, a gay pride parade was taking place in Taksim Square in Turkey. An annual event, the celebration was almost always peaceful and often was allowed to pass along by the local police, who only intervened when danger presented itself. However, that year, some people involved in the parade began calling out insults about the Turkish president. In a response that few would consider appropriate, the police decided to then disperse the large group using powerful water cannons and rubber bullets. Several people were injured in the sudden attack, but one photo taken by an onlooker revealed a bit of resistance from the air around them. As mist filled the air, the image of a rainbow appeared over everyone's head. See, try to break up a gay pride parade and Mother Nature's intervening. And number 1 is an accidental text bomb. On December 31st, 2010, New Year's Eve in Moscow, Russia, a terrorist organization set out to detonate a bomb in a crowded area, but fate, or dare I say karma, intervened. A young woman was tasked with carrying a suicide belt into Red Square in the midst of the New Year's celebration, at which time another individual from the radical movement would send her a phone signal, blowing her and hundreds of others into pieces. However, while preparing for her last moments alive, the woman failed to notice that her phone wasn't turned off. In other words, the bomb was armed right in the safe house. Like many wireless carriers, her phone company sent her a Happy New Year text, which prematurely detonated the device, so instead of killing hundreds, only killed herself. See, so there you go. Don't be trying to hurt others on New Year's Eve. If you have a problem, just get drunk and puke the next day like everybody else. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make it Squarespace. They have incredible templates to make your website amazing and easy. Each template is a starting point for a wide range of projects, whether you are pursuing your side hustle or promoting your main gig. And Squarespace provides award-winning 24/7 customer support to help. So go to squarespace.com/Santoro for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you'll save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications because I release new videos all the time. And that's it. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye now.